Alright, what is going on, beautiful people out there on internet land? It's Brando Linick here, and we're going to be talking about really quickly and briefly in this video some fine critical information you just got to know when it comes down to being a 31 consultant and then going and trying to put out vendor shows, alright? And then all the different ideas that you could be immersed with when it comes to the approach you want to take to actually have a successful vendor show business with the 31 gifts, with the products and services that you'd be offering as a consultant. Now, the big thing here that I want to get across to you is a lot of people having gotten around them in the network marketing direct sales space who've made a lot of money consistently, like $100 a month, $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, and over $25,000 per month. They all understand and apply one simple thing I'm going to share with you, and people who don't, I've noticed they get hung up on the small things. So I'm not saying this is applied to everyone out there, but a lot of people, they get hung up on vendor show ideas. They get hung up on party ideas and home meeting ideas, trying to make their home meeting a little bit better so they can enroll that extra one person or find that extra one leader. And I'm telling you, actually none of that stuff really matters. If you want to throw a successful business, if you want to have a successful party or a home meeting, alright, you want to sell more products and services, it really only comes down to one thing. And that secret I'm going to share with you here is not the law of attraction. The secret I'm talking about that's going to unlock the hidden door to freedom for you in this industry, whether it's with 31 gifts or another opportunity, is your list. You have to have a list of contacts. It has to be growing every single day. If you don't, it doesn't matter what you're trying to do. If you're trying to have a home party, some people may show up that you already know, but you're going to have more people who say they're going to show up that don't show up than you do who have show up, alright? Which is why you have to have an ever-growing list of people who like, know, and trust you, so you can have a higher show-up ratio, so you can have higher success rate, and you can potentially get more customers, okay? Because you get paid for, in this industry of network marketing direct sales with 31 gifts, not just to go to vendor shows, alright, and put up your own vendor show, but you get paid, alright, to get customers, right? You share product and service with someone, they decide to become a customer, or they don't, you go on to the next person. And if you don't have a list and it's not growing every day, if you only have like friends and family and that's it, I wouldn't suggest you go out there and just immediately start doing vendor shows. I wouldn't suggest you go out there and start doing home parties and catering events. I wouldn't throw that at you just yet, unless you really enjoy that process, which, if you're honest with yourself, if you've ever done it, it can be gruelingly painful, alright, talking to people who don't know you, you don't know them, which is why the best thing you do is learn to attract an endless amount of people to you. And if you're wondering how to do that, how to build a list, I would encourage you, if you fall into the category of a list not growing every day, learn how to use the internet, learn how to use systems online to attract an endless amount of people to you. That way you don't have to go out there and pitch people, you don't have to go out there and come off salesy, alright? And I'm not talking about not talking to people, you can still talk to people, alright, but learn how to get those people who are looking for what you have coming to you rather than you going out there in the world and trying to find them, okay? Because it's just so painful doing that. So that's just my tip, that's my overview. It's what I transitioned over to going back 15 months ago when I switched from old school tactics, worrying about different party and home party ideas to get that extra person in, alright, what kind of cookies and milk I was going to offer, just kidding. And some of you are laughing because a lot of people do show up for just parties for the food and they're not becoming a customer, or they're never reordering things, they're never on their auto ships. So some of you know what I'm talking about, which is why I would emphasize just learn how to build a list. That's really what it comes down to. Not a million different things. Once you have a list, you can go out there, you can get customers, and if you don't have a list, you can't get customers, you can't build business, you can't have an income. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're wondering, well, Brando, how can I learn that? You kind of explained it in a nutshell, I get that, but how can I, connect with someone? How can I learn how to do this? I connected with someone who's on Facebook. That's how I done it. If you don't have someone who's on Facebook who's producing and using the internet to build their network marketing business, I can be that person for you. If you're coachable, if you're trainable, if you're willing to learn some things, if that's you, you can check out my site after. It's 123marketingtips.com. The link will be in the description. And I'll see you on the beach of the world, my friend. Take care.